Welcome to Can Do Greek by GreekPod101.com.
Γεια σε όλους! Είμαι η Χρυσή Παπαδοπούλου. Hi everyone, I'm Χρυσή Παπαδοπούλου. In this lesson, you learn how to talk about the weather in Greek.
Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Greek ebook before it's gone.
This is Karen Lee, and she's in hot Athens. She's on a long-distance call with Penelope Zanakaki, her former homestay mother. Penelope asks, "How's the weather?"
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Listen to the conversation and focus on the response. Ready?
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Κάνει ζέστη.
Once more with the English translation.
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
How's the weather?
Κάνει ζέστη.
It's hot.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Penelope asks, "How's the weather?"
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Let's start with the word
Καιρός,
weather.
καιρός, καιρός.
In Greek, all nouns have grammatical gender. They are also either singular or plural, and have a case that depends on the role they're playing in the sentence.
Καιρός,
Is masculine and singular. Here,
καιρός.
appears in its dictionary form, also known as the nominative form. Because of this, some other words in the sentence will also be masculine, singular, and in the nominative. Before this is
Ο,
the,
ο, ο. Ο,
is also masculine singular, and in the nominative case to agree with.
καιρός.
Moving to the start of the sentence,
Πώς,
how.
πώς, πώς.
Next is
Είναι,
is.
είναι, είναι. Είναι,
Is from the verb,
είμαι,
the dictionary form of the verb to be.
είμαι.
Altogether it's,
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
how's the weather?
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Let's take a closer look at the response.
Do you remember how Karen says, "It's hot"?
Κάνει ζέστη.
Let's start with
Ζέστη,
heat.
ζέστη, ζέστη.
Before this is,
Κάνει,
which is from the verb,
κάνω,
meaning to do.
κάνω,
Here,
κάνει.
doesn't have this meaning. Instead, it's expressing an ongoing weather condition. In this case,
Ζέστη,
heat. Altogether,
κάνει ζέστη.
it's hot.
Κάνει ζέστη.
The pattern is,
Κάνει weather condition.
it's weather condition.
Κάνει weather condition.
To use this pattern, simply replace the weather condition placeholder with the current weather condition. Note, this pattern requires a noun. Imagine it's cold.
Κρύο,
Cold.
κρύο, κρύο.
Say, it's cold. Ready?
Κάνει κρύο.
It's cold.
Κάνει κρύο.
Not all weather conditions can be described with this pattern, so you'll need other patterns such as
Είναι weather condition.
it's weather condition.
Είναι weather condition.
To use this pattern, simply replace the weather condition placeholder with a suitable weather condition. Note, this pattern requires an adjective. For example,
Είναι καλός.
It's nice.
Είναι καλός.
In this lesson, you'll learn adjectives related to the weather that you can use with this pattern, such as
Καλός.
nice and
Κακός.
bad.
When talking about the weather, it's common to use impersonal verbs in Greek. Impersonal verbs are verbs without a stated subject and which are conjugated in the third person singular. For example, it's snowing. Literally, it snows. In Greek is χιονίζει. 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 Pay attention. You'll see another example of this pattern shortly.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Κάνει ζέστη. Κάνει ζέστη.
Κάνει κρύο. Κάνει κρύο.
Είναι καλός. Είναι καλός.
Είναι κακός. Είναι κακός.
Βρέχει. Βρέχει. Did you notice how I used a single word instead of a phrase?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Βρέχει.
It's raining.
Βρέχει.
This literally means it rains, but it translates as it's raining.
Βρέχει. Βρέχει.
Pay attention to this phrase. You'll need it later in this lesson. Let's review the new words.
Βρέχει.
It's raining.
Βρέχει. Βρέχει. Χιονίζει.
It's snowing.
Χιονίζει. Χιονίζει. Καλός.
Nice.
Καλός. Καλός. Κακός.
Bad.
Κακός. Κακός. Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say heat? Zesty. Zesty. And how Karen Lee says it's hot.
Κάνει ζέστη.
Κάνει ζέστη. Do you remember how to say weather? Καιρός. Καιρός. And how to say the weather? Ο καιρός. Ο καιρός. Do you remember how to say how? Πώς. Πώς. Do you remember how Penelope Zanakaki asks, how's the weather?
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Πώς είναι ο καιρός? Do you remember how to say nice? Καλός. Καλός. And how to say it's raining? Βρέχει. Βρέχει. Do you remember how to say cold? Κρύο. Κρύο.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen, and you're in Athens, where the weather is nice. Ready?
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Είναι καλός.
Listen again and repeat.
Είναι καλός. Είναι καλός.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Penelope Tsanakaki in Heraklion, and it's raining. Ready?
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Βρέχει.
Listen again and repeat.
Βρέχει. Βρέχει.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark's friend, Panayotis Papakonstantino, and it's cold in Thessaloniki. Ready?
Πώς είναι ο καιρός?
Κάνει κρύο.
Listen again and repeat.
Κάνει κρύο. Κάνει κρύο.
This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Now you know how to talk about the weather in Greek. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.